Slainte, and welcome to another episode of the Crafty Beer Channel. Now, as the thumbnail says, what are we doing today? Macro versus micro. Bring it on. Yes. Dean gets 2 beers either way. I don't care. I'm very happy. Now, before we get into the review, I'm going to point out the elephant in the room. I've got a lot more bird fans than I do people watching this channel. The birds are chirping away today. Hey, we're outside. It is what it is. Let's enjoy nature. So, what am I doing? I've got 2 cracking beers, I think, but it's an age-old argument, isn't it? Always chatting with my friends saying, boys, why are you drinking the macro beers? There's so many good craft out there. You can pick and choose, enjoy the flavours, get into them, huh? They counter with, why do you drink that lolly water? It's just sweet rubbish. Why would you bother? Drink a real man's beer, you know? So I thought, all right, let's do a review. Now, I'm a pretty open man. Yes, I'm the judge, but I don't mind either beer. So I'm okay. Well, then let's have a look at it. For this, spared no expense. Got myself a wee whiteboard, didn't I? So we've got a few categories here. I think it's only fair that we split it up. We review each one, knock out points for out of 10 for each category, count them up at the end. Let's see who wins, right? Either way, I'm drinking 2 beers. I'm happy. Now, I know this can take a long time, and I don't want my beers getting warm. I'm going to go super quick. We'll review at the same time. We'll give them points. We'll get on to the beers. Everyone's happy. Alrighty, what do we got to start with? We're going to start with history here, okay? Now, Asahi, what a history. Founded in 1889 from memory, not real memory, just what I read. They've gone through 2 world wars. They have expanded beyond their own country. They have bought buckets of breweries and any company you can think of. Asahi pretty much owns them. And this was the king. This is why they're so big. 1987, I believe, they released Asahi Super Dry. And everyone loves it. They've gone nuts. Buying the world. What a history, huh? Now, one for the Australians. Did you know that Asahi in 2020 bought CUB, Carlton United Breweries? I didn't know that. I thought Carlton were bigger than Asahi, but there you go. They're not. They're another subsidiary. So, what a history, what a big company. Look, I'm impressed that, sometimes these breweries get gobbled up and their name gets lost under an umbrella company, but they're the kings. They're the ones with the big company name. So kudos on them. I'm happy with that. Now, our friends Filter. So the story goes, 2 friends talking over a fence. Let's set up a brewery. Who hasn't done it? I've done it a million times, but I'm still working my job. These boys took it on. They said, let's do it. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Get out there, set up a brewery, get rolling. In 2017, they put out Filter XPA. I'm not going to talk about Filter XPA today. That is Australia's best beer, in my opinion, but we're not going to talk about it. This is their lager. 3 years later, they set up the brewery in Marrickville in the inner west of Sydney. Gone from strength to strength, even though COVID hit pretty much around the time that the guys set up. And I won't lie, it's where I spend my Super Bowls every year. It's a fantastic place. If you are looking for a Super Bowl venue, I highly recommend it. And don't worry, that's not a paid promotion or a shameless plug. No one watches my videos, so it doesn't matter. Well, look, 2 good histories there. Obviously, a more recent one for our friends at Filter, and I'm so impressed with the Asahi one. I've got to give Asahi the bigger number here. We're going to give Asahi an 8 out of 10. We're going to give our friends at Filter 7. I think that's fair enough. Now, second one, branding. I think this is the most important one. Branding, if you don't brand properly, people are not buying your beer. That's as simple as that. Now, Asahi has done well. They've got their name out there. People know it. More important for Filter. But look, we'll start in Filter's branding here. They've gone very much down the retro path. They want to do 80s cool retro. I dig it. I'm into that. That's my style, right? They're right in my wheelhouse. I love it. I've got friends who don't. My friends are like, nah, I don't like the packaging. It doesn't work for me. If there's a list of, beers to choose from, and I'm looking at the packaging, I'm probably not picking it. So that's disappointing. I've reprimanded them. They're now fixed. But I get what they're saying. The packaging's got to win, right? Now let's jump on to Asahi here. Look, again, maybe it's not your style, maybe it is, but for me, that's cracking. Look at that there. It's just it's smooth. It's cool. You know, the black and the grey works really well together. But then they've chucked in a little red just to grab your eyes and take your attention over to them. Okay, I think, look, if you've got a gazillion dollars to spend on marketing and all that sort of stuff, then you're going to get it right. And they did. So, again, I'm going to say we've got a little bit of a win here for Asahi. I'm going to give them another 8. Look, I'm going 6.5. 6.5 for filter. I love it, but I get where my friends are coming from on it. All right. Now, next. Oh, we're getting close to drinking, thank God. Aroma. I'm going to put it all together here. It's aroma, it's the pour, it's the look, it's what it looks like in the glass. That's what we want here. But let's start off. Oh, spare no expense. Personalized bottle opener's back. Get you open. Come on. There we go. Put you over there in the front. There we go. Okay. Now, oh, and look. Personalized Asahi glass. Do not ask where I got that from. Give me, bro. You're excited, aren't you? But the good thing is that this glass is too big. Haha. So even though I made a mess of the pour, it doesn't matter because it fits. Oh, I can smell it. Yeah, that's a rice lager, isn't it? Fantastic. Look at this. Now we're hidden behind all these cans, but isn't that a beautiful looking beer? Good carbonation. Now, of course, I've screwed up the head, but that's okay. It's got time to die down when I pour the other beer. Um, but I love the carbonation. I love the colour. Light straw. That's what you expect of a lager. Oh, it smells lovely. Let's move the bottle over here out of the way. We'll get straight into filter. Don't want you warming up on me. There we go. Nice little crack. Smaller glass this time, so a more careful pour. And are we looking pretty much the same? Oh, smash. We can smash it. There we go. Right, well, there you go. Too much head on one, damn all head on the other. Great work, Dane. You're just so good at pouring beers. Okay, we're out. Now, I'm going to... They smell identical. Please ignore the pour on this one. That is my fault, not the beers. But look, and this is a frosted glass, so you can't really see it as well. But they're very similar, aren't they? Look at that, very light coloured. Big bubbles going on in the filter one, but hey, what do you do? That's I think they're the same. They're the same. We're not arguing with this. Aroma, looks in the glass, both look the same. Good carbonation, lovely smell for the style of beer. Both get 8s. There we go. Oh, we're holding the lead with the macro. This is disappointing. Right, taste test. You popped out first. You're getting drunk first. Let's have a go. Yeah, good, good. Oh, that's a nice beer. Won't lie. It's on the list at the Super Bowl every year, and I give it a good tasting. It's not the first go, but that's a good beer. Really good. Ah, just it's a smooth beer. Carbonation is just perfect. Not too much. Not too much. That's a really nice beer. One more for the road, huh? Yeah, yeah. That's really nice. Really nice. Even that bird liked it. Still hold on to your aroma and the head, by the way. So I mean, if you put a foot head on it, it'll keep it'll retain the head a little bit more. Hmm. Slightly different flavour. No, I think that's a wee bit more carbonated. You think so too? Yeah. Don't you love the crows in Australia? Great noise. Okay, one more. There's a slightly different taste to that. I can't quite pinpoint what it is, but it's not quite as clean. I think it's more carbonated. It's not quite as clean, but two cracking beers. Yeah, yeah. You cannot argue with that. They're good beers. Flavor, Asahi 7, filter 8. Oh, my mental arithmetics is not working at the moment. Okay, the last and probably the most important. Now, it doesn't fit. Smashable. It's not smashable. It's smashability, isn't it? So, are they both smashable? Of course they are. Of course they are. That's what lagers are. Hot weather, beautiful day here in Sydney. Get the lagers out, smash away. That's what you want. How smashable are we? On Super Bowl days, I do switch off this. I start with this and I switch on to XPA. What? Mm. Oh, you could drink that all day, couldn't you? So it's sunny, it's warm, it's lovely. That one's just slightly more carbonated, just a bit gassy. You know what I mean? Like it's just got that little bit more carbon. This one's smoother, easier to drink. I think that one's starting to make me feel a wee bit, you know, gassy. But it's light and it's a good beer. They're both really good, but this one's better. One more taste. Yeah, it's lighter. Oh, probably slightly less flavour to that, which is more important, I think, when you want to have a smashable beer that's not too strong of a flavour that stops you drinking after a certain period of time. Um, but again, look, this is a cracking test. There are a lot of macro beers that are not very good. That is a cracking beer. Um, I'm going to. Oh, where am I sitting? I think, yeah, you're better. I'm gonna give him 8.5. I'm gonna give Smashable for our friends here now. Oh no, I'm going to have to count, and I've got half points in there. What are you doing, Dean? All right, so it's 7 and 8.5. All right, let's try and counter up, will we? We have got 7. It's 13 and a half. Oh, God. 13, that's 21 and a half. 29 and a half. 30, 38. 38. Look, if I'm wrong, I'll fix it up in the I'll fix it up in the editing. Did I say 38? Yeah, there we go. And then we have 8, 16, 24, 31, 30. Oh, no way. We don't have a draw, do we? Is that a draw? I think it is. That was not a fix, by the way. Is that a draw? It is. Okay. What can I say? I think that's fair. I think that is actually fair. These guys have the history, they have the branding, but the beers, there's not a lot of difference. This is probably slightly better, but there's not a lot of difference in them. What did we learn from it? Dean likes drinking these beers. Macro's good. They dominate the world for a reason, but the wee fella can give them a good run for the money as well. You notice one thing that's glaringly missing from there is price. I didn't get into price. I don't want to get into it. I don't think that's part of it. You can actually, I know I'm going to say it again, you can buy it in Aldi. Everything that's bought in Aldi is great, and that would obviously make this a cheaper beer than that beer. But we're not here to talk about that. We just want to see which one's better. Is it macro or micro? I cannot believe we've got a draw. I'm going to call a judge's ruling on this, and I'm going to give slightly, because this beer is better, slightly, we've got a winner with the micro. Just. But well done on this one as well. Brilliant. Now, we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to say Slainte. I'm going to say thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, yeah, very nice. Please like and subscribe. And even if you're just going to give me a like because I drew the thumb, that took a lot of effort. I'm not very artistic, as you can see. If you've got any opinions on that, was I right? Was I wrong? Do you think Asahi's better? Do you think I'm rubbish because I'm just doing the micro, the crafty beer channel, so I'm into my micros? Put a few comments in there. What else would you like to see down the line? Let's see if we can get a few more challenges on there and see what we come up with. All right, we'll leave it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my beautiful day. You have a great time. Slainte and Salam.